tired of comic book movies is this, okay? One, I do feel like that's a little bit pretentious, and the reason why is because if you take a step back before the era, the golden age of comic book movies that we're at now, and you tell me that John Maclain is not a superhero, that Rambo is not a superhero.
Yeah, but John Maclain in Die Hard 1 was not a superhero.
Just shut your mouth for a second.
No, hold on. Yeah, bring it over here.
Exactly.
No, Die Hard, in John
Contextually.
Maclain in Die Hard 1, the whole point of the thing that made Die Hard so cool is that John Maclain was not a superhero.
So you mean
John Maclain didn't become a superhero until Die Hard 4. Until Die Hard 4, which was in the comic book superhero
No,
age.
he had the bring it back over here. He had the everyman personality. Sure, I'll give you that. But factually, when you have 1,000,000 bullets shot at you and you rappel off of a skyscraper and you use your feet to bang out the window panes, give me a break.
He did not use. Bring it here. He did not use his feet. He did not use his feet to bang out the window pane.
Oh yeah.
The beauty of John Maclain. No, listen.
What did he use?
When John Maclain ties the hose around himself, he leaps off the building and he hits the window. The beauty of this movie is he has bloody feet because he just ran across like a whole thing of glass. Right? He just pulled glass out of his feet.
So he felt
John
pain.
Maclain.
Okay.
No, John Maclain hits the window. Bloody feet against the window. Bam, bam. And he's thinking this is going to be like the movies. And he's expecting to crash through with bare feet. And he doesn't. John Maclain hits the window and he stops. So John Maclain kicks off the window and he hits it again and he stops. So John Maclain kicks off the window and no, he pulls out the gun and John Maclain goes bam, bam, bam with the gun and shatters the window and then he flies through.
Okay, semantically, bad example. But it's semantics. John Maclain is a superhero. Rambo is a superhero.
Rambo wasn't a superhero until Rambo
Arnold
2,
Schwarzenegger
which came after
pretty
Superman.
much. If you think about every major franchise-esque character in the 80s
Keep bringing it back to the movie.
There you
To
go.
the theme of today, for God's sake.
you're basically you're going to argue semantics about this or that or this. But
John Maclain
but
was
the
not a
reality
superhero
is,
in the first
you
Die
put a
Hard.
cape on that dude. Dude, no real person could
Not
do what
in
John
the first
Maclain
Die
did.
Hard movie.
Yes,
Not
in the first Die Hard.
No, not in the
I
first
think
one.
Die Hard is one of the greatest movies ever. Okay,
First
I don't,
Die Hard, yeah.
Yeah, first
Absolutely.
Die Hard.
It's not a
I'm not
superhero
arguing
movie. The first
about
one is
whether or
not a
not it's.
superhero
I cried during the first Die Hard.
Yeah.
I don't admit it. I did.
Because when you get reach the end of that and he reunites with his wife, it's
That
beautiful.
schmarmy sales guy gets it, though.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's wonderful, but at the end, and whether or not it's the first movie or third movie or fifth movie, it doesn't matter. Those characters are no, it doesn't.
No, because he became a
you're
superhero.
arguing semantics. What I'm telling you is that all of these characters are essentially larger than life. Which is what a superhero.
That's human.
You are
A superhero
given-
has superhuman
no, it's not
powers,
human.
though.
Larger than life is human? No, it's not. Yeah, Batman
Forget
doesn't
Batman.
have superhero
The other
powers.
guys.
Iron Man doesn't have superpowers. You're talking about people that essentially have an accentuated ability, whether it be knowledge, whether it be strength, whether it be defensive or offensive. It doesn't matter. Whether you're talking about.
So your point, Luke.
My point
I'm
is
gonna cut
this.
you off.
No,
Yeah.
you're not going to cut me off.
He's rambling.
I'm not rambling.
Here
What
you
I'm
go.
telling you, Dave, because you said you're sick and tired of superhero movies, is that is just a pretentious feeling that is essentially using the term superhero when really we've
We've been doing that
entered
since Greece.
We've been
doing that since Greece.
But that's why Deadpool was so
Superhero
great,
movies
because
is
it was
not
an
new.
anti-hero.
Exactly.
What
Right?
I'm saying, yeah, but there are
'Cause
plenty of
so is
anti-heroes.
Darkman.
John Wick is an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Mad Max.
Sin
Mad
City.
Max is an
Well, we gotta go
anti-hero.
back to the
If
Dollars.
we're talking
trilogy.
anti-heroes,
And you gotta
that's
go. If
great.
you're going anti-heroes, you gotta go back to Eastwood and the Dollars.
The only
trilogy, and you
point
gotta go,
that I'm trying
you know,
to say,
you gotta go back to
I'm trying to
Mulder,
make,
Dark Passage,
and you're going to argue
I like Jesse
semantics.
Wales.
Here's the point, okay? And I'll try and
Unforgiven.
put it very
Anything from
succinct.
Eastwood's ever
Is that superhero is just a term,
doesn't.
but essentially Hollywood has been building movies and franchises off of
Not me, you're
extraordinary humans
Just like to put it out
since day one.
That's what makes a hero.
So what, are you arguing against yourself? I don't know what you're saying. All I'm saying
Talking
is
about
that
literature.
What Dave's saying, Luke.
you're tired of capes.
Dave is
Okay.
tired of capes and tights.
So was Edna Mode in The Incredibles.
Capes and tights.
All right. What do you think, Dave? Am I right? Are
Absolutely.
you tired of
Capes and tights.
Right?
I will
Like,
give you
you're a
this.
little bit
I will give you
tired
this.
of-
Here's
That's
where
all
I
I'm
will.
saying. That's what it boils
I
down
don't
to.
say I'll
You're-
concede,
the-
but I will say that
The paradigm is the same, but the capes and tights.
the paradigm
Yes,
is the
the capes
same.
and
The
tights.
capes and
It gets a
tights
little
and
old.
the masks because it's not as courageous as a dude that doesn't wear a cape or a mask. Basically, somebody who says, "This is who I am," with or without turmoil, or with or without, sure. All right, great.
So I'm cool with a guy that can do superhuman type of things as a regular human
That's not
being.
a ramble.
But once they have like, oh, I can make spider webs and swing from building to building and all that stuff, I'm okay with that. But
So you
I
want a
can
dude with
relate
like
more
a
to the
whip?
real dude.
So you want like a dude with a whip?
Well, that's why I like
Indiana
Batman.
Jones.
That's why I like
So
Batman.
you
He
want
figures
a
it
guy
out on
that-
his own,
well,
you know?
He's
a real dude.
Instead of spider
It's not like
web,
Superman that can do anything.
you want a whip, and you want like a little knob that sticks out so you
because
can
Indiana
whip
Jones
across.
is the greatest character
All right,
of all time.
once.
There you
Besides
go.
Ash.
I'm not talking
Indiana
about
Jones.
It's
that.
like
We're not talking about that. You don't stay on point.
What?
You're like
You're not.
you're like a woman.
You're not.
You don't stay on point.
You're the one that's not staying on point.
Whoa.
This could burn you.
Turn it off.
Yeah, right?
Shut that off right now.